Alright, Steve here with QRC. I wanted to clear up a little confusion here with using Analyst and viewing signals. So right now I'm loading up a 900 band telemetry file. So this QVRT file has actually got a lot of different signals inside of it. It's 16 seconds long and it covers a 40 megahertz bandwidth centered at 920 megahertz. So let's just load it up here. And immediately you can see there's a lot going on inside this file. So as we pan and scroll and zoom around, you can see all these different vertical colored lines, and as they move up to the top and cross the line, you can see that this is the peak power of these signals. So this guy right here peaks out at around, I think it's around neg 79 dBm. There's a more powerful signal over here, and there's a more powerful one coming up down here. So this auto range checkbox just basically picks a high and a low value for the range. And it's doing this based on the data that's actually present on the screen at the time. So I like to keep the auto range checked on. We can also take a look at the maximum values inside a file. So as we move up, like this block that's got a marker around it right here, you can see that it peaks up very high. It's a very powerful signal, somewhere around neg 50 or somewhere like that. We can also look at the time series of the signal. So as I mentioned, this is the frequency series going across in the x direction, and the amplitude of the signal itself is vertically in the y direction. And then we can also take a look at the time series data. So this is just time series across the board. We're looking at all the signals combined into the IQ signal. So that's actually not as useful as trying to focus in on a specific signal. So I'm going to click on this marker, and we are going to tell the system to filter only on that one signal and pretty much exclude everything else. So as you can see, the noise level here is very low. And if you take a look at the power value of this, you'll see that this is a pretty powerful signal coming up. It's greater than 0.5 and negative 0.5 here in the y-axis. So just taking a look, you can see that this pulse right here is pretty powerful. We can FM demodulate it and see that it's actually a data signal. So I just wanted to show you how these time and frequency series kind of relate to each other. So let me move up the time resolution a little bit so we can really scroll through this. There we go. So as you see, as I scroll this waterfall up, you're going to see it peak on the FFT graph, and that should be just about the time when it hits the left side here, showing the time series IQ data. All right, I hope this serves to clarify a couple questions that you had. Thanks.